Good morning and welcome to everyone joining us for this preview on behalf of Marshall's World of Sport. Today racing Monday on the poly track. It's early doors. You'll hear the birds chirping in the background. So take note of any scratchings, jockey changes or betting support once the final declarations come out. Let's get straight into the action. The bar pot, we're going to open up with a banker in the form of number 7. Second leg numbers 1 and 3. The next race numbers 2, 3 and 4, followed by numbers 1 and 3, penultimate leg numbers 2 and 6, and then ending off the meeting with numbers 3, 4 and 10 as far as the bar pot goes. Now when it comes down to the place accumulator, opening leg banker 1, next leg 2, 3 and 4, followed by numbers 1 and 3, next race 2 and 6. Following event 3, 4 and 10. Penultimate leg numbers 5, 6 and 9. And then ending off with numbers 5 and 8. That is a look at the bar pot and the place accumulator. Now I've identified 3 horses that we will follow on the day. I've got 2 lurkers and then 1 horse who will be a little bit shorter, who's been a little bit disappointing for us, but hopefully can rise to the occasion today. Let's kick off in the third race, number 3, Oh My Word It's Roy. Currently with Marshall's World of Sport is at 33 to 1 the win, 6 to 1 the place. So maybe take a few place doubles and a little bit of places on this horse, Oh My Word It's Roy. I've just got a sneaky suspicion, a horse who could run into the quartet, so add this into all your calculations and hopefully can run into the money. Then take note, race 6, number 10, Blush of Dawn, 25 to 1 and 5 to 1 the fixed place. Now realistically, from the 10 draw, had she been drawn a little bit closer to the paint and a neater draw, I would have been a bit more confident that she'd go close to winning. However, they're going to have to go to plan B and C. She's a horse who does like to race from off the speed, so perhaps the draw's not going to be that big a concern, but always a little bit of doubt there. She runs on very strongly at the business end. Absolutely loves the poly track. She enjoys the course and distance. And I think of her current rating, she's going to be doing her best work late on. And she's dropped down nicely. So I think she'll get a good confident ride down the lane. The quicker they go, the better for Blush of Dawn. And I just fancy that she's a horse who's going to give you a real big run for your money. We then move on to race 8, where Aisling. This is a horse that we've done our money on in the past. She's been there or thereabouts without really getting into the winner's enclosure for a long time. Last time out, we made her close to a good thing. I thought last time she was the value at around 6 to 1. The money poured onto her. She came down to 5 to 2. And the money on that occasion I thought would be spot on. However, she went down to the start very, very quietly. She got a long warm-up down the lane, behind the gates, and she just didn't seem interested. She seems to have just lost interest of late. So perhaps they've tried something different back home, freshened her up, and bringing her to the race course today, the cooler conditions, I'm hoping that she can rise to the occasion. I mean, once upon a time, she was a 99. She was taking on some real quality opposition. Today, last chance saloon for Aisling. Last time out, Malaseda Kachede rode her and she showed absolutely no interest. From the moment they jumped, from the moment they went down to the start, in fact, she just didn't look interested in anything on that day. If she's razor sharp and race ready today, Kabela Matsanyani gets a good tune out of her. I'm hoping that she can come to the party and get into the winner's enclosure. If not, run second or third for the sake of the exactors and the trifectas. On behalf of Marshall's World of Sport, have a top day's racing and hopefully the horses do it for you at the races.